What up, y'all? Welcome back to 3-Star Draw. I'm down south 77, aka 3-Star Draw, 3-Star DS77, all kind of names these days. And this is an adult collector channel where we like to talk about G.I. Joe Classified. That's my main thing that I like to collect. But sometimes we'll take a look at some other stuff, maybe some Four Horsemen or some Jada toys. You never know. Even some Mattel shows up over here every now and then. But you know what you're here for. Today we're talking about the Rattler figures. I got my Rattler out, got it put together, and I was exhausted trying to get that thing put together. And I could not possibly do the videos on the figures all at that same time. So we're getting around to it now. I kind of went out of order. I did Wild Weasel first, then Baroness. Not out of order with this guy because he's the last number in the set. And this is the Rattler Gunner. I did say we would probably get this figure if we got a Rattler Haslab. Not that that makes me special or anything. This was kind of a logical choice. I thought this is something they would give us if they gave us a Rattler, and they did, and I'm here for it. I love the red face mask going back to the cartoons, the comics, the early comics. They had red face masks. I dig that. It's something kind of different, and they're kind of working that in. We got the claw pilot Viper that's got the red helmet. So I do dig that they're kind of mixing that in to mix the color palettes and stuff up. This guy looks great. I'd like to get a bunch of this dude, but it's a Haslab figure and it's a troop builder, so not holding my breath about picking up a bunch of these, but I'm excited for him. I think he looks good. So let's get him out, talk about him. He's number 185 in the set. Cobra Rattler Gunner. Cannon fodder. That's what this poor guy is cannon fodder. Welcome to the cost cutting portion of the video, because I'm going to splice this part in all three. So it's not deja vu. Don't go calling up that shrink in Beverly Hills. You know the one. Composite shot of the sides of the boxes. Got our numbers on there. 83, 84, 85. Baroness, Wild Weasel, and Rattler Gunner. I almost said Viper, and I probably will. So you got a Rattler going right, a Rattler going left, a Rattler going down the middle like a fullback. These guys are all running. I don't know how they all fit in one exploding Rattler behind them, but I think that's what it wants us to believe. And you can turn them this way, and on the backs, as we showed, you do get that composite shot from, I think, the top of the box. Same artwork, but looks great. I don't know who's displaying it this way. This would look good if you just had the three figures sitting in front of them, I guess. You've got more room than I do if you're able to display boxes this way. But there's a look at them, and then, of course, we get nothing that matches up over here, really. I mean, these don't really match up quite as well this way, do they? But there is the boxes and the montage, composite, whatever artwork on each side. Our third and final Rattler figure is the Rattler Gunner. This dude comes with quite a bit of stuff too. Not to be outdone by the Baroness. Take a look at stuff he comes with first. He does come with the same set of thigh plug-ins that Wild Weasel does. So I'm guessing that means that the maps will also be able to plug into his thighs. We'll check that out. It's come with a couple of dual pistols. This is the same one Wild Weasel has, I believe. Not a whole lot to them, but he's got two of them, akimbo pistols. Yay. Same breather Wild Weasel has that will plug into the helmet. It does have this little SMG. Those little flecks are from laying on my mat. blast effect port in there. Removable mag. Pretty decent looking little weapon. There's something that a guy like this would probably come with. It seems like it's a proper weapon for him. Not much to it. And again, they spent all the money on the Baroness in this set. And he does have an individual helmet with this nice, not polarized. It's, I mean, you can see it. It's like a lime green, which I like. I can definitely see where some people might not like this color on the helmet, but I like it. It does have the striking cobra. And then back here on the back, I don't think that's supposed to be part of the snake. It's just these red stripes. Same helmet. Yeah, I had to double check, look at grab Wild Weasel, so yeah, same helmet there. I think it's kind of crappy that this dude is, looks like a whole lot more was put into his gear than Wild Weasel. I'm pretty upset about Wild Weasel. And then you do have another head sculpt for this guy, sculpted in red bandana, red mask, which I did mention I do like. And this is a whole separate neck with this guy, so you have to change the neck out if you want to do this. Obviously, it's two different races. Head looks good, eyes look good, no problem with the paint or anything there. Nice sculpt on the hair. This dude just got his hair cut, man. He's got a fade. Check that out. I dig that. He's got a fade, man. I like that. They even got the ears. They even got over the ears. Cobra's got a good barber. Who cuts hair at Cobra? So there's that sculpt. Let's check out the one that's on him. Well, this guy's got a fade too, man. Cobra Barbershop is killing it. No issues with this head sculpt either. It's both of them side by side. Trying to see if they're the same thing, just in different tones. But I mean, they're the hair, so I guess they're not. Got the same color eyes though. Maybe they're brothers. Cobra Airborne patch on this guy's shoulder, and then over here, that is the Dragonfly Fly Swatter patch. So I like that they worked all of the patches into all of the figures. That is a cool little nod, I guess. I don't know what to call it. So this guy's got a nice blue flight suit. Looks like he does have Wild Weasel's legs. I'm pretty sure those are the same legs. It's nice when the figure's sitting right here beside you. Yep, same legs on these guys. Holster's the same on the right leg. And looks like it's the same on the left leg. They just reversed it. But you do get blue on his holster. And then his seat is blue. Where that's like, this is probably reinforced where they're sitting in the cockpit. Looks like nice plating on the back on his outfit, on his uniform. And you can even see that's a nice detail there where like the rivets are sculpted in. You can see where it's pulling the fabric. That's a cool detail. Nice little sculpt work on that. Same overlay. That's what I was thinking. I didn't even notice that on Wild Weasel. For some reason, it seems to stand out more on this guy than it does on Wild Weasel. Maybe it's the shadows hitting it. So pretty much the same buck overall. They just reused the same buck with a different overlay. Harness is the same. So everything that's on Wild Weasel that's red is blue on this guy. Different color shirt. Buckle is different. The top buckle is, but he doesn't have the side buckle going across. It's just a single belt. So that's going to be no pouches or anything hanging off of his. It's just this reinforced, I guess this is maybe elastic. So not a whole lot of new ground to cover with this dude, really. Overlay's not going to come off on him. Got that upper swivel at the top. You're not going to get a lot of range of motion with this guy, though. He does have a ratchet in there, too. Looks like. I want to pull him apart. Looks like there's a ratchet in there, but you don't get anything out of it. No issue on that left leg. Right leg moves good. Upper thigh swivel, again, is going to be close to that hip joint, so I always recommend keeping that in place when you mess with these guys. So there's T-pose on him. Butterflies do next to nothing on this guy. And you can pull this off of him. It won't be too hard to take off if you want to take this off and just have a regular blue shirt dude. And it's not going to be hard to do at all. Wild Weasels, same way. Guess I could have probably just reviewed these guys together since they're pretty much exactly the same. Let's see. Come out way easier than I thought to change that neck peg out. Getting it back on there might be another story. No, not too bad. That was a lot better than I thought on this guy. So let's check out his helmet. And his helmet goes on way easier than Wild Weasel's did. And I like that they gave him the red as well, since he's got the red mask. I like that they did that in the same color. Also makes it easy to tell when you get the pegs seated. So all of these seem to go together pretty well, except Wild Weasel's damaged one. That seems like that one's might work its way back out, but I just hadn't gone through heating these up. So there's the look of this guy with his helmet on. I don't like the green as much on the figure because it does not go with the figure at all. I like the helmet by itself. Plugs in well, and it pops out well. Even though you've got a little bit of range of motion with this, it works out pretty easy. You can't turn it very far before it pops out. And then again, this is a really super soft plastic on this bottom piece of the helmet. So that's just going to keep popping out, so you don't have much range of movement. This is really, I don't know, it's not that stiff. The hose isn't that stiff. It just seems like it's more than what it needs to be to get any movement out of this guy. So we'll leave that alone for a minute. And we said we was going to check the maps out. See if they fit on this guy. I don't know why they wouldn't. So actually look pretty good on this guy. That white stands out. I like these on this guy. You should be able to, they're meant to go on certain legs. That's what I was thinking. We'll just leave Wild Weasel there. We've been using him quite a bit in this review. So let's see about his pistols. See if he can get his akimbo pistols in there. His hands are a little bit more rigid plastic, but not bad, so don't have any problem there. Got two guns, one for each of you. Looks pretty good. See how well they go in the holster. Don't look like they're going to fall out. This guy does have the swivel down at the ankle. Does not have an upper boot cut on these guys. It's just that swivel down at the ankle. And of course, same thing here on Wild Weasel. This guy actually looks and feels like a better figure than Wild Weasel does. I don't know why. It's maybe something about that red plastic on him. But there he is with his little SMG. See if these arm elbow joints unfreeze. Nope, not bad at all. I like this little SMG. It's perfect. And he also has vertical swivels on his arm or his hands. So this guy's pretty cool, man. I really hate that like Wild Weasel is my least favorite figure out of this set, but he is. Let's throw these on there. Easier said than done. Wild Weasel's one fit on one side way better than the other. I don't know why that was. Not a big fan of those, but you do kind of need them in there if you don't have the maps on each one of them. And of course, Wild Weasels are red. So this is a pretty good looking figure, man. I like this Rattler Gunner. So I really don't have any complaints with this guy other than his hose. Like, if for just a basic figure, for just a redeco, more or less, of Wild Weasel, I mean, other than the belt and the overlay, like their body overlay, they're pretty much the same, exact same figure. And paint decos, of course. This dude's just, he looks slick. So I'm gonna give this guy 4 yeehaws. He's a good figure. He's a good troop builder. Like I said, I'd like to get a couple more of them. So I gave Wild Weasel a 3.75. This guy I think's just a little bit better figure than Wild Weasel is. So I'm going to give him 4 yeehaws out of 5. You go over there, Wild Weasel. You've disappointed me enough today. All right. That is the review on the Rattler Gunner number 185. We got all of these guys reviewed. Actually, we'll just go ahead and set them all here at the end. Might as well. There's your Rattler figures. All right, guys, if you've hung in for all this Rattler stuff, I certainly appreciate it because it's been a hard row to hoe. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe, and we will see you guys next time on 3 Star Draw.